So I want you to think about this stat. In a state right here in Texas where 1 in 3 children grows up without 2 parents in a home, you need a little support, right? There's one after-school nonprofit dedicated to preventing the consequences of fatherlessness in lower-income neighborhoods. The program is guiding young boys toward manhood, and they're doing it while they're rooting themselves in faith, integrity, and in leadership. Tonight, we see why Hope Farm is Texas true.
Hello, my name is Derek.
Quite honestly, there's a need for a Hope Farm in every major community.
At Hope Farm, a seed of a different kind is growing.
Our goal at Hope Farm is to take these at-risk young men and transform them into men of integrity.
Each young man's potential, watered by one Bible study, one book, one basketball, one holy ballad at a time. All of it in hopes of repairing the damage that the cycle of fatherlessness often leaves behind.
3, 2.
Hi, I'm Kayla. We're here with the Talk of Hope.
We started out with 2 crack houses, 2 old crack houses that got renovated, and that's how the program began.
25 years ago, the idea for Hope Farm came from these 2 men. Co-founder Gary Randall retired from Fort Worth PD in 1997. Noble Crawford, a retired Air Force veteran, retired from DPS in 2003. Their law enforcement experience, especially prison visits, opened their eyes to one major community need.
The central theme amongst the inmates was that they all grew up without a father in the home. Fatherlessness almost guaranteed poverty. In this zip code, in the neighborhood that we're in, 76104, it has the lowest life expectancy in the whole state of Texas.
Hope Farm gives these young men the chance to rise above stereotypes and one day rewrite the story of their own communities.
We want to repair the family, is what we want to do.
To see me, I think a lot of times he's looking at a mirror of what he can possibly become.
Being able to structure our young men and prepare them for the future and recreate the family atmosphere within the underdeveloped or low-income neighborhoods is a priority.
It makes me feel great because I never met my father, and I got more kids with me because my brother died before I was even born, so I never got to experience a brother.
My auntie died too, and I just really missed her.
I just love being here.
Hope Farm continues to thrive with community support, but now they're giving back to one of their own, renaming the gym the Gary Randall Family Life Center.
God is faithful. And you know what? If you're just looking at Hope Farm and looking at me, it ain't about me. You're looking too low. It's about him.
Every day here, these young men, rooted in faith and armed with hope, are changing our community's future, one life at a time.
So not only did Gary Randall get that huge honor, but he got it on his 70th birthday. Hope Farm, by the way, just voted the #1 nonprofit for 2 years in a row by the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. If you are interested in getting your boy involved in this program, which, by the way, there are tons of resources for moms too, 3 campuses to choose from: Morningside and Como in Fort Worth, and then South Dallas. For more information, you can head to hopefarm.org, but they are doing such good work in our communities, and it was beautiful to see Gary get that honor. He lost his friend Noble Crawford some years back. They started it together, but they were dedicated to making sure that these boys had someone in their life that cared about them and that could guide them to the right place.
Well, and it's easy to see in the piece and hear them. I mean, it's rooted in meaning. It's rooted in the heart. You know,
Yeah.
It's not something that sits on the surface. And just as a complete aside, if that guy's 70, I'll have 2 of what he's drinking. I will have 2.
Well, he was the life of the party, for sure.
What a blessing.
Yes. By the way, if you want to be featured on Texas True, if you know someone who's Texas True, just shoot me an email, texastrue@cbs.com.